Wildcats, welcome back to another episode of Wildcat TV on Comcast 15. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Gabby. Off to Michael and Tavion on Black History Month.
Hey Wildcats, I'm Tavion Jackson.
I'm Michael, and today we're going to give our quick history of Black History Month and highlighting some black students who are doing great things. Black History Month's beginning started in 1915 when historian Dr. Carter G. Woodson founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History. With his organization, he wanted to bring light to African American stories and founded something called Negro History Week. For 50 years, Negro History Week spread across the country, and in the 1960s, there were calls to transform it into Black History Month. Black History Month was first observed by 1976, and in 1986, Congress designated February as National Black History Month. Now let's cut the interviews of black students in our school.
So Black History Month recently is like, learning about the history of our black folks. Yep. And yeah.
I think Black History Month is learning the excellence in the history of Black History Month.
Black History Month means to me like the obstacles black people overcame and learning about it.
Black History Month to me means learning about all the black leaders and how far we made it in life. Go black people.
Embracing black beauty, poetry. It means sharing the gift of music with people.
I am the barista manager of Cat's Corner, and I'm also a yearbook editor. Corner celebrates Black History Month because we find it really important to share the knowledge that we are always learning with our whole school, and we have lots of great ways to market and to get out there. So we feel that including it in our promotions and doing specialty items on it on Black History Month helps spread word and create a conversation.
My name is Aaliyah Lee. I'm in 12th grade and I am an artist. Art is important to Black history because one of the most important things about art is having that diversity so that people can see themselves in their art and establish a closer connection with it. So being able to see themselves and relate really brings the art community closer together as a whole. Now let's get to this outro.
Signing off, I'm Michael Cates.
And I'm Tavion Jackson. Back to you in the studio.
That was some really interesting information.
Let's go to Amaya to hear about the Black History Month Assembly.
Hey Wildcats, it's time for our annual Black History Month Assembly that is organized and put on by members of us at BSHS. This year's theme was a travel through the decades. Teachers, students, and staff members came together to put on a show through dancing, singing, and even a poem. In these dances, we highlighted hit songs from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Throughout the assembly, Taylor Cobbins emceed to further explain everything. I talked to the president of us at BSHS, and he gave me some insight on the preparation of the assembly and some things that he loved about being a part of this club.
I think it's going to go good. We got a lot of different people, a lot of different things that we're going to be doing. I feel like it's going to be lit, pep rally style. I think some really good takeaways that I learned from this was, be patient. Not everything comes to you in one go, and celebrate different people, cultures, and stuff like that.
As you guys can see, the assembly was a success. I'm so glad I was able to be a part of this. This has been Amaya Krigler. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, that had some really great performances.
Oh, speaking of performances, off to Avery on a recap of the musical.
A couple weeks ago, our school performed Cinderella the Musical 3 nights in a row and did an amazing job. Junior Janelle Marshall, who plays the lead role of Cinderella, overall loved the experience.
I enjoyed it, but it took a lot of work and it was very stressful.
Not only did the students have fun creating this musical, director Katie Oakenquist did as well.
The musical Cinderella was a hit. We had so many people come out and support the amazing kids that were involved in the cast and crew and pit. I'm very, very happy with their overall performance.
Cinderella was such an amazing production. What do you Wildcats think it'll be next year? This has been Avery Gamble, Wildcat TV.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to be like Cinderella and transform into a beautiful gown.
The closest you're going to get to that is getting a star at prom. Let's go to Catherine for more.
Hey man,
You just stepped in my star.
What star?
You haven't heard about the stars for prom?
Nah, how do I get one?
The 300's office.
Where's that?
I got a phone in my pocket right now.
For sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Make sure to place orders by February 29th. Have more questions? Visit Ms. Lowy here in the 300's office. Make sure to follow the official prom TikTok account to see what Geo does and the further information regarding prom. I'm Katherine Gilpin, back to you in the studio.
I can't wait to be a star.
Well, let's hear from our 24-karat stars from the KISS Assembly.
Hey Wildcats, last Friday the 16th we had our KISS Assembly, which had many cool events, so let's rewind and do a recap. First, we had cheer perform their outstanding routine. On Friday, we had our Rochambeau competition throughout the day. In the assembly, we eventually filtered out the last two students that had the most beads and put them against each other. Our champion ended up being David Parker. Congratulations. Then we had our dance team perform their synchronized routine. After that, we had a game of musical chairs, but with a twist of shooting a basketball before sitting down. And last but not least, we had our senior boys perform our traditional KISS dance. I was able to catch an interview with Gabe, a senior boy who was part of the dance, to share his experience.
My favorite part of the dance was probably whenever I got picked up by my two friends, Mason and Lincoln, and I got carried, and I did this, and everybody got hype. I guess you could say hype, probably not, but yeah, that was my favorite part. The dance was cool. I mean, it took like a month of preparation, so actually perform it in front of everybody, it felt good. It was actually a lot more fun than I thought it was, and than I thought it was going to be, and yeah.
A lot of time and energy was put into this event, so thanks to all the Wildcats that participated in the assembly and those who cheered from the stands and brought the school spirit. This is Betania signing off, and back to you in the studio.
That was so fun. Great job to the boys, Glitter Girls, and the cheer team. Where are you going?
I'm going to get a snack.
Well, I guess that means we're going to commercial.
Yeah!
Half lemonade, half ice cream. New frosted lemonade, starting at 240 calories.
I'm at Dahlquist Dental. I feel comfortable here. I'm never anxious or worried about any of the care I'm going to receive here, which is actually a big deal. For me, I've been to a lot of dentists. Dr. Ryan is always meticulous, and he's very careful and thorough, and I really, really love that about here.
Needing some work done on your car? Either maintenance or repair, come to Randy's Personal Auto Service. We are a family-owned and operated auto repair service in Blue Springs. You might be wondering, do we have experience? Well, we've been helping students and teachers like you in the Blue Springs area for 30 years. We service most makes and models for regular maintenance, safety inspections, brakes, heating and AC repair, engine repair, tires, diagnostics, steering and suspension, alignment, and more. We also have secured overnight parking to keep your vehicle safe. Give us a call at 816-224-3217 for your next service or repair. Randy's Personal Auto Service. Quality service at a fair price.
Are you looking for that sweet treat? Come check us out at Culver's where we have fresh frozen custard and more. see us at Culver's on South 7 Highway in Blue Springs.
Welcome back, Wildcats.
Now begins our coverage of the Chiefs Super Bowl win.
Before we get started, we can go to Cam and Grayson for a brief message.
Hey Wildcats, this is Grayson Austin and Cameron Blackwell. This year's Super Bowl victory was one of the most incredible wins in the long history of the Chiefs. The majority of our coverage will talk about the joy that the Super Bowl brought to so many people, but we did not feel as if we could talk about that without acknowledging the tragedy that occurred after the parade and rally.
On Wednesday, February 14th at 1:48 p.m., a tragedy took place that will forever leave a mark on Kansas City. The Chiefs' Super Bowl rally had just ended when shots were fired outside of Union Station.
There was a total of 22 victims and 1 death. The victims' ages ranged from in between 8 and 47 years old, with at least half of them being under 16. The Kansas City Police Department have arrested and charged 4 individuals in connection with the mass shooting, 2 of which being juveniles.
As a high school journalism program, this is sensitive and personal, as there were a lot of members of our community at the event. We know there are several people in our Blue Springs community that were personally impacted. Our hearts go to all affected by this tragedy. You are not alone, and know that the community is behind you.
We now take it back to Lauren and Gabby for the rest of our Chiefs coverage.
Thank you, Cam and Grayson.
Now we go to Hannah for some interesting facts about this year's Super Bowl.
Hey Wildcats, it's Hannah, and obviously the Chiefs just won Super Bowl 58. Here's some Super Bowl facts you might not have known. To start it off, Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker now has the record for the longest field goal in Super Bowl history with 57 yards. This is the second Super Bowl to go into overtime. The Chiefs have become the first team to win back-to-back since the Patriots in 2004. Patrick Mahomes won the Super Bowl MVP for the 3rd time. The Chiefs have never lost a game in Allegiant Stadium since it was built. The Chiefs have more playoff wins than the Raiders in their own stadium. Super Bowl 58 was the most watched event in American history, being streamed on CBS, Nickelodeon, and more. As you can see, the Super Bowl was not only big for Kansas City, but for the world. I'm grateful I was able to experience and celebrate this event. Hey Annie, how'd our Wildcats celebrate?
Let's go check it out. That was a great game with even better celebrations. That's all I have for you this week. Signing off for Wildcat TV, I'm Annie. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, that game had me on the edge of my seat.
Hey, did you go to the parade?
No, but Jonathan did.
Unless you've been living under a rock the last couple weeks, you should know the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, which made Kansas City only a little excited. With a terrifying first half and an absolute electric second half, the Chiefs were able to get an historic victory over the 49ers, made even sweeter by the Chiefs becoming an official dynasty. In true KC tradition, over 1 million people gathered by Union Station this Valentine's Day to show their love for their beloved team. With the streets flooded with red and gold, we truly got the red snow day we all wanted, and if you're anything like me, all needed. I'm Jonathan Jackson, and back to you in the studio.
The Red Kingdom really showed up and showed out.
I know, but on that note, it's time for a commercial.
I'm a librarian and I scout.
I'm a teacher and I scout.
I'm a nurse and I scout.
I'm a secretary and I scout.
I'm a student and I scout.
I am the director, and I scout.
Open weekdays 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday 7 to 5, Sunday 7 to 2.
Your home is your castle. Are pests invading your castle? Let Moxie Pest Control help protect your home from invading armies of pests. We create a moat around your home to protect it from superhighway of pests trying to invade your castle. Get your throne back. Make pests a thing of the past with Moxie Pest Control. See how at killbugsfast.com.
Let Big Frog outfit your clubs and teams and help your fundraisers and more by creating your very own online store with professional help from Big Frog. First, select the gear, artwork, and options for your store. Second, Big Frog builds your online store to match your branding. Third, promote your new online store to your team, parents, and fans by sharing a link. Your store is open 24/7. And, best of all, you are never stuck with leftover inventory. Products are made as orders are received. Get started today. Contact Big Frog at Independence at 816-795-1115.
Hi, I'm Isaiah Bragg with Country Financial. My wife and I and our family live in Blue Springs. In fact, my wife is a teacher in the school district. When it comes to covering your needs for auto, home, business, and life insurance, we can help you out through Country Financial. We offer auto discounts for teachers, students with good grades, police officers, firefighters, and EMTs. We have very competitive rates, and it's worth a phone call to find out how much you can save. Call us at 816-795-6340 or come by our office just off AA Highway in Grain Valley.
Welcome back.
That snack that I had earlier wasn't enough.
We should go with Jordan to get some canes.
On Tuesday, February 13th, I had a chance to get exclusive interviews with Super Bowl champions Miko Hardman and L'Jarius Sneed.
I've seen all the adversity you have to go through on this journey. What does this mean to you? Like, how special does it mean to your family for you to do what you did?
It means a lot, man. You know, because like you just said, like just have been injured and going to another team and moving and I have my lot going on. Emotionally, physically, but to end it off like this, I think God kind of had a plan for me and it worked out. So.
How does it feel to have so many fans out here supporting you today?
Oh man, it's lovely, man, to see how happy they are. We do this to make them proud.
What an amazing event seeing two Super Bowl champions 2 days after they won the Super Bowl. Thank you to Raising Cane's for giving us access. This is Jordan. Back to you in the studio.
Okay, Wildcats, that concludes our episode. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Gabby.
And it's always a great day to be a Wildcat.